Mother. I was...
Deception! Deception!
How was the DAR meeting? Didn't you go to the DAR meeting, Mother?
No. No! I don't have the strength to go to the DAR. In fact, I have not had the courage. I want to find a hole in the ground and hide myself in it forever.
Why did you do that, Mother? Why are you...
Why? Why? How old are you, Laura?
Mother, you know my age.
I thought you were an adult. It seems I was mistaken.
Please don't stare at me, Mother.
What are we going to do? What is going to become of us? What's the future?
Did something happen, Mother? Mother, did something happen?
As you know, I was supposed to be inducted into my office at the DAR this afternoon. But I stopped off at Rubik's Business College to tell your teachers about you having a cold and see what kind of progress they thought you were making down there.
Oh.
I introduced myself to your typing instructor, and she didn't know who you were. She said, "We don't have such a student enrolled at this school." She pulled out the attendance book, and there was your name, unmistakably printed, and all of the days you were marked absent until they decided that you dropped out of school. And she said, "Oh, I remember her perfectly now. The first time we had a speed test, she broke down completely, was sick at the stomach, and almost had to be carried to the washroom. After that day, she never showed up anymore. $50 tuition. All of my hopes and dreams for you just gone up the spout. Just gone up the spout like that." Laura, where have you been going when you've gone on pretending that you were going to business college?
I've just been going out walking.
That isn't true.
It is. I've just been out walking.
Walking! Walking! In winter, deliberately courting pneumonia in that light coat. Where were you going, Laura?
All sorts of places, mostly in the park.
Even after you started catching that cold?
It was the lesser of two evils, Mother. I couldn't go back. I threw up on the floor.
From 7:30 every day till after 5. You mean to be telling me you've gone off walking and pretending you're going to Rubik's Business College?
It's not as bad as it sounds. I went inside places to get warmed up.
Inside where?
Oh, I went to the art museum and the birdhouses at the zoo. I visited the penguins every day. Some days I did without lunch and went to the movies. Lately I've been spending my time in the jewel box, that big glass house where they raise the tropical flowers.
What are we going to do with the rest of our lives? Play with the Glass Menagerie, darling? We won't have a business career. We've given up on that because it gave us indigestion. I know so well what becomes of unmarried women who aren't ready to occupy a position. Of course, some girls do marry. Haven't you ever liked some boy?
Yes, I liked one once. I came across his picture a while ago.
He gave you his picture?
No, it was in the yearbook.
A high school boy.
Yes. Here he is, in the Pirates of Penzance.
The what?
The operetta the senior class put on. He had a wonderful voice. We sat across the aisle from each other Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays in the odd. Here he is with the silver cup for debating. See his grin?
He must have had a jolly disposition. Laura, if you aren't ready to occupy a business career, you could marry. Sister, that's what you'll do.
But, Mother, I'm crippled.
Nonsense, Laura. You're not crippled, and I told you never to use that word. Well, you just have a little defect. It's hardly noticeable, even. When people have such defects, they develop characteristics like charm and vivacity and charm. Something your father had plenty of was charm.
I remember suggesting that it would be nice for your sister if you brought home some nice young man from the warehouse.
You made it repeatedly.
Well,
We're going to have one.
what?
A gentleman caller.
You mean you've asked some nice young man to dinner?
I did.
You did? You really did?
I did.
And did he accept?
He did.
Well, that's lovely.
I thought that you would be pleased.
So it's definite?
Very definite.
Sue?
Very soon.
Oh, for heaven's sake, stop putting on and tell me some things, would you?
What things do you want to know?
When is he coming to dinner?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yep, tomorrow.
But Tom, that gives me no time.
Time for what?
Preparations. Why didn't you phone me at once? I could have been getting ready.
I don't see why you have to make such a fuss.
Oh, Tom, of course I have to make a fuss. I want things put together, not sloppy, not thrown together. Oh, I really will have to do some quick thinking, won't I?
I don't see why you have to think at all.
So what's this man's name?
Mr. O'Connor.
He works at the warehouse.
Of course, how else would he...
Tom, he doesn't drink.
Why would you ask me that?
Your father did.
Don't get started on that.
So he does drink then?
Not that I'm aware of.
Make sure, be certain. The last thing I want for my daughter is a boy who drinks.
Aren't you being a bit premature? Mr. O'Connor hasn't yet arrived on the scene.
But he will be tomorrow.
Oh my god.
And what do I know of his character? I sure hope he's the type that's up and coming.
I think he goes in for self-improvement.
What makes you say that?
He goes to night school.
Oh, what does he study?
Radio engineering and public speaking.
Public speaking? Anyone who studies public speaking is surely looking at an executive position someday. And radio engineering, a thing for the future.
One issue. He doesn't yet know about Laura. He doesn't know that we have ulterior motives. I just asked him to go to dinner with us, and he agreed. That was the end of the conversation.
Oh, I bet it was. You're as eloquent as an oyster. And I'm not worried about Laura. He'll know about Laura as soon as he arrives on scene tomorrow.
Mother, you mustn't think so much of Laura.
What makes you say that?
Laura seems all those things to you and I because she's ours and we love her. We hardly notice that she's crippled.
Don't say crippled. You know I never allow that word to be used in this house.
But face facts, Mother. Laura lives in a world of her own. A world of little glass ornaments.
Where do you think you're going?
To the movies.
To the movies. Always to the movies. Yeah, I don't believe you always go to the movies.
So the following evening, I brought Jim home to dinner. I knew Jim slightly in high school. He sang the male lead in the annual light operas. He was always running or bounding, never walking. He always seemed at the point of defeating the law of gravity. He called me Shakespeare. I knew Jim and Laura had known each other at Selden, and Laura spoke admiringly of Jim's voice. I did not know, though, if Jim remembered Laura or not. But if he did not remember Laura as my sister. For when I asked Jim to dinner, he grinned and said, "You know, Shakespeare, I never thought of you of having folks." He was about to discover that I did.
Wait, I have an idea.
What is it?
They're called gay deceivers.
I won't wear these.
You will.
Why should I?
Because to be painfully honest, Laura, your chest is flat.
You're making it seem like we're setting a trap.
Yes, we are. We're setting a pretty trap because all men expect you to be.
What did you say his name was again?
O'Connor, I think.
What's his first name?
I don't remember. Oh, yes I do. It was Jim.
Oh, Jim.
Yes, it was Jim. I've never not known a Jim that wasn't
Are you
nice.
sure his name is Jim O'Connor?
Yes, why?
Is it the one that Tom used to know in high school?
I don't know. I just think Tom got to know him at the warehouse.
Well, there was a Jim that we both knew back in high school.
Laura, sweetheart, the door.
Coming, just...
I think we beat the rain.
Uh-huh.
Laura, this is Jim.
Sorry, Jim.
Jim, this is my sister Laura.
Okay. Gosh, your hands are so cold. What's wrong?
Oh, with Laura. Laura's terribly shy.
Shy, huh? You don't meet many girls who are shy nowadays. You know, I knew a shy girl back in high school. Where are you going?
Going out on the terrace. I need to change. I'm at the right point of committing myself to a future that doesn't include the warehouse and Mr. Mendoza, or even a night school course in public speaking.
What are you gassing about?
I'm about to move.
Move?
Yes,
When?
soon.
Where?
I'm starting to boil inside. Look.
The Union of Merchant Seamen?
I paid my dues this month and set the light bill.
Well, you'll regret it when they turn the lights off.
I won't be here.
How would your mother feel?
I'm like my father, bastard son of a bastard. See how he grins? And he's been gone going on 16 years.
But your poor mother, she needs you.
Shh, Mother is coming. Mother is not yet acquainted with my plans.
I'm sure you hungry boys are waiting for it. Have you met Laura?
She...
Let you in. Oh, good.
It seems that dinner is on the table.
Oh, lovely. Let me look. Oh, wonderful. But where's sister?
Oh, Laura. Laura isn't feeling very well, and she thinks it's best she doesn't come to the table.
What nonsense. Laura! Laura!
And then we'll come there.
Laura! Laura!
Yes, Mother?
You really must come to the table, darling. Laura! Oh, Tom, your sister is sick. Take her to the living room, dear.
Hello there, Laura.
Hello.
How are you feeling now? Better?
Yes. Yes, thank you.
Oh, I prefer to sit on the floor. Mind if I do?
No,
Way over there.
I can see you.
Well, that's not fair. I'm in the limelight. Good. Comfortable?
Yes.
I am too. Comfortable as a cow. Your brother says you're shy. Is that right, Laura?
I don't know.
Well, I judge you to be an old-fashioned type of girl. I think that's the perfect type to be. Hope you don't think I'm being too personal. Do you?
Mr. O'Connor, have you kept up with your singing?
Singing? Me?
Yes, I remember what beautiful voice you had.
You say you've heard me sing?
Oh, yes, very often. I don't suppose you remember me at all.
You know, I had an idea that I've seen you before once you opened the door. And I felt like I was going to call you a name, but the name I was going to call you wasn't a name, so I stopped myself before I said it.
Wasn't it Blue Roses?
Blue roses, my gosh, yes, it was blue roses. That's what had on my tongue when you opened the door. Funny what tricks your memory plays. I didn't even connect you with high school, but that's what it was. It was high school. I didn't even know Shakespeare had a sister. My gosh, I'm sorry.
I didn't expect you to. You barely knew me.
Didn't we have a class and something together?
Yes,
What class was that?
singing, chorus.
Oh.
I sat across from you sat across the aisle from you in the odd.
Oh.
Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Now I remember, you always came in late.
Yeah, it was so hard for me getting up those stairs. I had that big brace on my leg. It clumped so loud.
I never heard any clumping.
To me, it sounded like thunder.
Well, you shouldn't have been so self-conscious.
I know, but I was, and it was such a relief when the singing started.
I placed you now. I used to call you Blue Roses. How was it that I started calling you that?
I was out for a little with porosis. When I came back, you asked me what was the matter, and I said I had porosis, and you thought I said blue roses, and that's what you called me from then on.
Oh, I hope you didn't mind.
Oh no, I actually quite liked it. You see, I wasn't acquainted with many people.
I guess being shy is something you work on gradually.
Yeah, I guess it just takes...
Time.
Yeah.
Not so dreadful as you know, though. For instance, when I was in high school, I thought I'd be much farther in life than I would be now 6 years later. Do you remember that wonderful write-up had in our yearbook?
Yes.
Holy jeez! I sing the baritone lead in this operetta.
So beautifully.
You remember?
Yeah.
Why?
You were always surrounded by your own friends, at that I never had the chance.
You should have just asked me to.
You were terribly popular.
Yeah.
Everybody liked you.
Including you?
Yes, including me. I wanted to ask you to autograph my program.
Why didn't you ask me to?
Because you were always surrounded by your own friends, that I never had the chance.
You should have just asked me to.
You were terribly popular.
Yeah.
Everybody liked you.
Including you?
Yes, including me.
Well, well, well! Better late than never.
What a surprise!
Where's your program all filled up? Why, every dance is taken. I'll just have to scratch a few out. Ah, a waltz. Oh, I don't dance.
Oh, come on. There you go with that inferiority stuff. Let's try.
Oh, but I step on you.
I'm not made of glass. How do we start? Like this. A little higher. Now, loosen up. That's the trick. Relax.
I'm afraid you can't budge me.
Why, you bet I can't?
Oh, goodness, yes you can.
What did we hit on?
The table.
Oh, no. Something broken?
Yes.
Oh, I hope it wasn't the little glass horse with the horn.
Yes.
Is it broken?
Now it's just like all the other horses.
It's lost its...
Horn. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise.
I'm terribly sorry. I bet that was your favorite piece of glass.
I don't have favorites much. It doesn't matter. Glass breaks so easily, no matter how careful you are.
Well, I'm awfully sorry I was the cause.
I'll just imagine an operation. They took his horn off so he'd feel less freakish. Now, I'll go put him with all the other horses, the ones that don't have horns.
That's funny. You're funny. You're different from anyone else I know. I'm glad to see that you have a sense of humor, though. You make me feel sort of, well, I don't know how to put it. I'm usually good at expressing how I feel, but with you it's different. Has anyone ever told you you're pretty? Well, you are pretty. In a different way than anyone else. I wish you were my sister. I'd teach you to have some confidence in yourself. You're different. Everyone else is 100 times 1,000, but you're 1 times 1. They walk over the earth and you stay here. They're as common as weeds, but you're blue roses.
But blue is wrong for roses.
But it's right for you. You're pretty.
In what respects am I pretty?
In all respects. Your hair, your eyes, even your hands are pretty. Somebody ought to build up your confidence and make you feel proud. Somebody ought to kiss you, Laura.
A way of turning out so peculiar. Our gentleman caller is engaged to be married. Tom!
Yes, Mother?
Can you come in here a second? I want to tell you something awfully funny.
What is it? Has the gentleman caller left already?
Indeed. What an awfully funny joke you played on all of us.
How do you mean?
Our gentleman caller is engaged to be married.
Jim engaged?
That's what he just informed us.
Well, I didn't know about that.
That seems peculiar.
What's peculiar about it?
Didn't you call him your best friend down at the warehouse?
He is, but I didn't know about it.
Just seems awfully peculiar that you wouldn't know that your best friend is engaged to be married.
The warehouse is where I work, not where I'm gonna know things about.
Things about anything. You live in a dream. You manufacture illusions. Where are you going?
I'm going to the movies.
Yes, go. All of the expense, the effort, the preparations. You go and don't let us bother you. A mother deserted, a sister who's crippled with no job. Don't let us get in the way of your selfish pleasantries. Go. Go to the movies.
All right, I will. And the more you shout about my selfishness, the more I want to go. And I won't go to the movies.
Brian, go to the moon, you dreamer.
I didn't go to the moon. I went much further. For time is the furthest distance between places. Not long after that, I was fired for writing a poem on the lid of a shoebox. From then on, I followed in my father's footsteps. I left St. Louis. Perhaps only a piece of tempered glass. Perhaps I crossed the street at night. I pass a brightly lit window with perfume bottles in it. Bottles of tiny transparent glasses, brightly colored, like bits of a shattered rainbow. Then all at once, my sister touches my arm. Oh, Laura, Laura, for I am more faithful than I intend to be. I reach for a cigarette. I cross the street. I walk into the bar or the movies. I grab a drink. I speak to the nearest stranger. Throw out your candles, Laura.